Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lovely Wonders here. And today is going to be a different video. I decided that I wanted to make or build a house in Sims 4 because one of the things I love about Sims 4 and playing Sims is that you can build your own world basically. Like you can build whatever you want. So I saw this picture yesterday on Facebook, and it was of an old house, like a Victorian style house. And they had renovated it with all modern furnishings and fixtures and all that jazz. So I decided that I wanted to make it in The Sims 4 because it is just so pretty. And those of you who have me on Facebook, you already know what I'm talking about. But as soon as I saw this, I was like, I'm making that. I'm definitely building this. Yeah, so one of my favorite things about this build that you will see later on, which is probably not going to be in this video, because I had to split this video up into two parts, because if I had uploaded this all together, it would have been 30 plus minutes, and sweetie, honey, darling, I did not have time for that. So yeah, yeah, so in the beginning of this video, I really, this is my first time making a house on here. And it was very tedious, but surprisingly, I did it. I got so inspired. I love seeing house renovations. It makes me so inspired to just renovate my house, but I live in an apartment. Yeah. But every time I see something like that on Pinterest or Facebook or something like that, it makes me want to renovate so much. So I just do it on The Sims. I release my desires on The Sims. But yeah, so the reason why I'm starting on the front is because I only had pictures to go off of, and I didn't have the floor plans or any dimensions down. I was really hoping that this house would actually fit on a 20 by 30 lot on The Sims. And honestly, it did. It fit perfectly. I was so happy about that. Yeah, I'm really proud of this build, and I'm just really excited to share it with y'all. I'm glad y'all enjoy watching my videos. It means a lot to me because I just love making videos. Yeah, so here we go. I'm starting to design the entryway and the dining room. And I was looking for the right tiles to put in front of the door, but I just went ahead and later on you'll see that the tiles in front of the front door, they change. A lot of aspects in this build do change because I went back and I decided that it wasn't good enough, so I went ahead and nitpicked a little bit. And right here I was confused because there's a space in between the doors, and I was like, what is gonna go here? Try to put a closet, and then I realized something. I realized something right now. That this is actually a bathroom. It's a half bath, has a sink and a toilet right there. And of course in The Sims, you don't really need window coverings or blinds or curtains because it's The Sims, come on. Yeah, I do end up changing those windows too. I changed a lot in this build, but I was really proud of it. And also, I'm sorry if the camera keeps shaking and going crazy. Every time that I would enter the bb.moveObjects cheat to freely move the objects, my camera went insane for some reason. Yeah, so here I am just decorating the bathroom. This house is just a really simple house. It doesn't have a lot of clutter and it doesn't have a lot of decorations, mainly because I guess on Facebook the pictures, they were model home houses, so they don't have a lot of decorations. They just have the basics to make it look fancy. But I really enjoyed doing this. And there's the bathroom right there. And I had a hard time. I also had a hard time picking the flooring for this. There's so many good choices to choose from in The Sims. They have a bunch of pretty hardwood floors. So I was just nitpicking through these. I really like that flooring. It complements the blue really well. But yeah, here's the entryway that I'm about to do right now. And this just goes with, this part ends up changing a lot, mainly because throughout the build I was getting a feel for like the dimensions, and at the end it turns out really pretty, like this area, it really does. And I'm just putting a plant right there. But yeah, this little area with the 2 windows and that big window, I could imagine myself being in that little area, because later on, like, I put like a little chair and a bookcase over there, and I just imagine myself just sitting by the window enjoying life. But this was also one of my favorite parts. I love that fireplace. It fit perfectly right there. And those big bay windows, I guess you can call them that, those are so gorgeous. And whenever you don't have like any lights around or like on in your build, and you just have those windows, the sunlight goes on, like, I don't know, the sunlight makes the objects look really pretty. And oh my god. Let me tell you how freaking annoyed I was right here. I was searching for the right dining table, and it took me forever. Like, it takes a couple minutes right here, but honey, like, I spent so long on this. It was so annoying. But I finally got the right dining table, and I love it. And I'm just decorating this little dining area. And I also, honestly, I love how the little dining area goes like in the entryway. It's kind of like a big entryway, which I really like. And this build was really kind of different from what I usually do. I don't stray that far from what I like. So this was kind of a challenge, and I really enjoyed it. I like sticking with what I know, but this took me out of my comfort zone, and it showed me a few things that I usually don't do. And I end up changing that window, and as soon as I put that window down, the light came through, and it looks so pretty. And right here, I wanted a bench, but The Sims 4 does not have benches. They don't have just simple little benches that you can just sit on, so I kind of just made my own thing, I guess. I just put 2 tables there, put a little decorations on, and called it a day. But yes, and I love those little entryways. I love, love, love them. So that entryway, it actually goes into the kitchen, which is, the kitchen was tedious as well, but the kitchen is very bright and white and so pretty. I love that kitchen. That's like my dream kitchen, just a big open kitchen that you can just walk in. But yes, and this is the area that I was talking about that I could spend hours in. I love that little bookcase and that chair. Love that chair. I think The Sims 4, they need to update more furniture options for base game, because when I first started Sims, there's not a big choice. You're gonna have to get like expansion packs and all that to get more furniture, but I really love that chair. And over here on this wall that I'm putting that picture on, I end up changing that. I take those 2 windows out up there, and I change, I don't know, I just made it look a lot better than it did. Yeah, so I'm just finishing off this area before we go into the kitchen. Yes, the kitchen. I had to put those little lights so I can see. I end up changing the lights though. If I keep saying I end up changing, you just know that this build, by the end, it's gonna look kind of different, but a lot of the things that I'm showing you are the same. But yes, and right here I could not decide on a wallpaper. I don't know. I just wish they had a white wallpaper with the trimming on the top, like just a regular white one, but they don't, and it ticked me off. But oh well, you live and you learn. One of the most tedious things about this as well, I'm saying tedious so much, but let me just be honest, it was very tedious. But I ended up using those cabinets from the Jungle Adventure pack, and I love those. Those look like they come from like IKEA or something. Here I am trying to build an island slash bar to sit at, and I end up scrapping that and just, I don't think I could do it. Oh yeah, there it is. I did it. Come on, Becca. And for the stool, I wanted to use that one that I'm doing right now. I wanted to use these, but I ended up changing that to the ones with like the blue cushion, which I'm kind of mad at myself that I did that, but I can go ahead and change it for myself. But yeah, I'm kind of upset about that. But yeah, in the pictures they had like two different colored counters, like one over here, which I'm doing, and then one over by the windows, and I couldn't be bothered with that, so I just ended up using the same counters. And I don't know why this is like so satisfying to look at, like doing the counters, or the, what are they called, doing the cabinets. It was so satisfying to do that. It's very tedious, but yes. And then I think that oven also comes with Jungle Adventure, and the cabinets do as well. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, and I end up changing the wallpaper finally. I think it looks a lot better. And the tiling on the back wall, I wanted to do half tile and half wall, if you know what I mean, like tile up to the middle of the wall, but they didn't have that either. I just had to work with what I had, you know. I had to, you know, kind of put my little touch to it and not make it exactly what it was, because that would be lame. That would be boring. Yes, and there I am. I forgot to change the color of the cabinets. But this is my favorite part. I love cluttering up things, and I love just adding little decorations on the counters and on the walls. So I ended up just putting like little flowers everywhere. Plants are a big thing for me. Like, I love decorating my builds with plants, and more and more plants. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, look how pretty this kitchen is though. Like, it's so open and big. I love it. And it's so bright. Yep, and here's me just adding a few clutter items on to the counters and the walls. I am going to have to cut this video shorten a little bit because part 2 is coming very soon. As soon as I finish editing it, I will put it up. But part 2 is me just finishing off the house completely, and that'll be up soon, so watch out for that. But yes, I just wanted to let you know that. And that little tray that I put on the island counter, that you can actually pour that up and like serve it. That's like the cutest thing ever. And those incenses, those instant lotus flowers, those are really cute. And that family board, every time like you put one of those family boards up, your family can like leave little notes for each other, and like you don't even have to like tell them to do that. They just do it. I just think that is so cute. But yes, I think the kitchen is almost done. I did want to put one of those like big chalkboard menus on there, you'll see that soon. But yes, I love that. I think those came with like, I don't even know. I don't know what pack it came from. But yes, I wanted to add one of those chalkboard menus, and I scaled it down to fit right there, and I think it looks great right there. I just love this kitchen. I cannot deal. But yes, that entryway right there, that goes into the living room, so you'll be able to see that in the next part. And with that, thank you for watching.